Wes Streeting, the Health and Social Care Secretary, has promised to, as he said, finally grasp the nettle on social care reform. Now, he's announced a two-part plan. Initially, £86 million will be spent to help thousands more elderly and disabled people to remain in their homes. But long-term plans for funding will not be announced until 2028. So they're, talking about it now, setting out their plans, Brenda. Are you confident?
No,
I think this is great.
Not confident at all, because they've been talking about plans to reform the care system from as long as I can remember. I'm sure this is going over 20 years at least. And so everybody comes in, before they come in and get elected, we're going to address the care system. And then 4 years they're out and nothing's happened, and we're still no further forward. There are people that are screaming, have been screaming, and especially when everything was going on in the pandemic, the care system, we know the care system is broken. It's broken, so let's fix it. But they want to have a conversation when we're going to have another conversation about the conversation.
There seems to be a lot of conversation.
There's a lot of conversations and no action. I think that a lot of these people, with the money, they've not gone through it to experience what everybody is experiencing themselves, to know that something needs to be done now, not in 3 years' time.
Yes, I think that's it, isn't it? You don't really think about it until it happens to you, until you've got someone that does need, 24-hour care. I had this situation with my grandma, and it was literally overnight. One day she was fine, the next day it was clear that she needed 24-hour care, and it's the last thing you want to do is bring them out of their home. You want them to have independence for as long as possible. And so just at-home care would have been fantastic for her during that time. But you just need all the support and help you can get, because financially, families just can't afford it.
But also,
and people work.
Elderly people with, the miracles of modern medicine and science and things, elderly people, people are living longer, much longer than our grandparents and their parents before them lived. So the need for social care is getting greater and greater because people want to stay in their own homes, but they need extra help. And if you don't have family helping you, that's very difficult. And yet we're told all the time there's no money. So,
and people are having less children, so there's less kids to look after us.
And there's not enough social carers around now because they're leaving.
But they're leaving because the system is so broken.
The system is broken.
Yeah.
They're doing 18-hour shifts for very little money. I mean, the people that do it, hats off to them, and massive round of applause for them, because they are incredible. But the ones that I've spoken to, it's almost impossible. And it is a vocation for them. They do it generally because they love the people that they're looking after. But I'm like you. I am so sick of the talk. Stop talking and start doing, because it's really, really annoying.
But do you worry, Brenda, that are they talking to the right people?
No, I don't think they are.
We're talking here about personal experience we've had of parents, grandparents.
They're scared to talk to the people that are actually experiencing it, because the truth will come out. And it's like, you're making these promises, and promises are comfort to a fool. And a lot of these people are not fools anymore. Their eyes are wide awake at where the money is being spent and where the money that was promised. Where's the money that was promised? Where's that gone? Anyway,
Well, but Colleen, you mentioned carers. I mean, they call us the sandwich generation, don't they? Women of certain age. It said there are 5 million unpaid carers in England and Wales. That's without Scotland. 59% of these are female. 1 in 5 women aged 55 to 59 provides unpaid care. They are the most significant age group.
And even the young care, I mean, we had the young carers on before Christmas. There's children doing the job. And even they don't get enough. I mean, they don't get hardly any help anyway. But, my auntie looking after my uncle, who was very severely disabled by a terrible stroke, before he died, and she had terrible health issues. But because they had a certain amount of money, they weren't entitled to care. And she was trying to care for him. And she was in a mobility scooter, and then the people that were coming in, she had to pay a fortune for them. And I thought, what are the people that haven't even got that option to have that? It's such a broken system, and I'm just sick of all the... Apart from that, we're looking into it, we're going to do this, we'll talk about it in 4 years, but also it's that broken system.
It's just ironic, it's called the care system. Where is the care?
Start caring.
Stop calling it care system.